So a being as strong as Omni-Man can easily take over a planet like Earth, and if Omni-Man wished, he could have conquered Earth a long time ago and saved a lot of time. But Omni-Man did not conquer Earth by force outright because of the new strategic and psychological approach the Viltrumites were taking in their conquest of planets, and there are some more reasons as well. One of the primary reasons Omni-Man did not conquer Earth by force was that he needed to determine whether human DNA was compatible with Viltrumite DNA. The Viltrumites, despite their overwhelming strength and near-immortal lifespans, had faced a catastrophic event in their history that was named the Scourge virus. This biological weapon, unleashed against them during a rebellion, wiped out a vast portion of their population, leaving them severely weakened. Once a species that prided itself on selective breeding and genetic purity, the Viltrumites suddenly found themselves on the brink of decline. They needed to replenish their numbers, but pure-blooded Viltrumites were now too few, and their old conquest model, dominating civilizations and ruling them under strict Viltrumite law, was no longer enough. Nolan's mission on Earth was not just about preparing it for conquest, but also assessing whether humans could serve as a solution to this crisis. If human DNA was too weak, then Earth was just another planet to be conquered, its inhabitants subjugated or exterminated like countless others before. But if human and Viltrumite DNA were compatible, Earth could serve a much greater purpose. It could become a breeding ground for a new generation of hybrids, potentially strong enough to carry the Viltrumite legacy forward. This was a level of importance that few planets held. Unlike weaker civilizations that crumbled under Viltrumite might, Earth had unexpectedly produced viable offspring with Viltrumite genetics, with Mark Grayson himself as living proof. This revelation changed everything. If Nolan had gone the traditional route and conquered Earth through sheer force, it would have resulted in massive destruction and loss of life, greatly reducing the number of potential hybrid offspring. The Viltrumites were not just looking for new subjects to rule, they were looking for hosts to continue their bloodline. This is a stark contrast to the way Nolan had operated in the Flaxen dimension, where he had no such concerns. In that realm, he acted with brutal efficiency, nearly annihilating their civilization without hesitation. The Flaxens were seen as inferior, not worth studying or preserving, even though they were far more advanced. Nolan could have done something similar on Earth, but Earth was different. Even though Nolan carried out his mission for years, by gaining the trust of humanity, he was unknowingly forming a deeper bond with them than any Viltrumite had before. And also the revelation about human compatibility fundamentally altered the Viltrumite strategy. Instead of wiping out humanity, the Viltrumites pivoted towards a new plan, allowing Earth's population to flourish so it could serve as a vital breeding ground for future Viltrumite human hybrids. The Empire, once focused purely on conquest, now saw value in sustaining a species rather than simply ruling over them with an iron fist. This was a rare shift in Viltrumite doctrine, but one necessitated by their dwindling numbers. Rather than simply subjugating Earth, the Viltrumites could assimilate it, ensuring their own survival in the process. Moving on, there was another reason that I guess stopped Omni-Man from conquering Earth right away. So in this comic book panel, it's revealed that when Omni-Man first arrived, he saw Earth as little more than another assignment, an alien world filled with creatures so vastly different from the disciplined, war-hardened society of Viltrum that he immediately regretted being sent there. The chaos, the individuality, the unpredictability of human nature, it was all foreign to him, a stark contrast to the ruthless efficiency of Viltrumite rule. Yet, as time passed, he found himself entangled in the very struggles of the people he was meant to conquer. He had expected Earth to be easy prey, yet it was anything but. It was constantly under attack, always on the brink of disaster, and he was the only force strong enough to prevent its destruction. Every time he eliminated one threat, another emerged, forcing him to take an active role as its protector. This was not what he had envisioned when he accepted his mission. Instead of preparing Earth for conquest, he became its first line of defense, fighting battles on behalf of those he was meant to subjugate. So yeah, these are the reasons that probably stopped Omni-Man from conquering Earth right away.